So while we're waiting for Richard to get his mic, I'm Les Graham, author of the Pet Gundog series, and these wonderful people who are in the ring are all accredited Pet Gundog instructors. They've all been with me for 18 months worth of really, really intensive training, and they're all Gundog trainers in their own right, and out there training people with their Pet Gundogs. So today's demo, we're going to show you all the different things that you can do on your own, in the park, with your dog, to get your dog to a good level. We'll be doing individual training, so you can see where you're going with your dog from beginner all the way through to advanced, and then we'll end up with some group training. So as soon as Richard's mic's working, I'm going to get everyone moving.
Hello? There we go.
Working. Okay, so Richard Reeve's he's doing the compare. I'm going to do the teaching. And Richard's with Home and Field Dog Training, and he's in Norwich. And at the far end we've got Neil, then Christine, then Joe, then Ben, then Katy. So I'm just going to start teaching, okay? Enjoy. Guys, forward, on a loose lead, keep the line.
Okay, so everybody's just walking up here, nice and steady with the dogs on the lead, demonstrating a good level of control.
Keep the line, guys. And get ready for a whistle sit, and whistle sit your dogs. Leads off, leave your dogs there for a sit stay, and when you're ready, leads away, leave your dogs.
Everyone's nice and steady so far.
And about turn and go straight past your dogs.
So this is when it can all go wrong for you, when you start to walk towards your dog, you're going to see your face and want to come and greet you. So it's all looking very nice so far.
About turn and head up the arena, collecting your dogs on the way. I'm sorry, I was a little bit late there, I nearly fell over the camera woman. And pick your dogs up to heel.
Yeah, that's a lovely pick up there. Lovely piece of control.
Left about turn. And keep walking. And left about turn. And then you can all head off to the different parts of the arena, ready to start your little demo. In the arena first, we have got Katy with little Indy at one end, and we've got Ben at the other end. They're both going to do beginner exercises. Ben is going to do a very early on the no retrieve clock, which is where we start. We build up to the beginners, and then Katy's going to take it to the next level. So in your own time, off you go.
Okay, so we've got Ben at the top there from Russetcopse Gundogs with Spin, who's 2.5 years old. And Ben's going to do the no retrieve clock, so the real start of the basic steadiness, walking around your dog, just placing 4 dummies down, and we're looking for the dog to sit still and not turn around with us, and then like pick him up over your shoulder like Spin's doing there for him. Very nice. And now closest to me we've got Katy from CLA Gundogs with Indy, who's 4. And she's just advancing on from that clock and picking 2 of the 4 dummies up. So as you can see, Ben is just now placing his 4th dummy down. And he's now going to go around and pick those up, so he's looking for that dog to sit still all the time.
If you look around the outside of the arena, the instructors that are on the outside are demonstrating little exercises. They're demonstrating how to use the retrieving roll, which is a piece of equipment that I designed and released in 2015, which helps motivate a dog to pick up a dummy. It's a transitional training tool, which means you can start off on a bit of canvas and it'll go all the way up to wrapping around a cock pheasant. So you use it for transitional training.
So Katy there is just demonstrating what we call a 6 and 12, so it's the first time 2 dummies are down and they're 180 degrees apart, so we sort of eliminate the switching element that happens when two dummies go down for the first time. And out goes Indy, keen as mustard, and there she comes, lovely delivery. Yeah, super work.
And Katie's just going to wait for Ben to finish the no retrieve clock, and then we'll move around and get some different demos in the ring for you. So these are the two beginner levels that we'll look at, the no retrieve clock, then we do a single retrieve, and then we build up to doing 6s and 12s. So well done Katie, big round of applause, well done Ben, big round of applause, well done
Good stuff,
Doug.
guys.
So now we're going to have Neil come into the ring and Christine come into the ring as well, and Ben and Katie will move out to the outside and they'll do little demos with their dogs of little exercises you can do on your own to help motivate your dog to retrieve.
So coming into the centre now, we've got Christine Collins of Town and Country Dog Training with Dino, who's 10 years old and a firm favourite of Christine's. And at the top we've got Neil of Three Counties Dog Training with Alfie, who's 8. So Christine is going to demonstrate the split retrieve, so starting with a V retrieve, the novice retrieve. Again, so we're bringing that angle of the two dummies closer together, so 90 degrees, and waiting for the dog to be steady and still. And here she goes. Dino's after that. Good lad, Dino. And at the top, we've got Neil demonstrating left and rights with Alfie.
As well as having a little wee in the ring.
Okay. Here goes Christine for a second retrieve. Very nice. So she's just using her body there just to just point the dog in the right direction. Everything about it is saying like you're going after that dummy. Again, no switching.
And then Neil is incorporating the gaze into his lefts and rights. Using the gaze is a really important part of training. It's how dogs communicate with each other. You know, one dog will lock onto it, it'll gaze at it, then another dog will lock onto it following the gaze. And so incorporating the gaze in training is absolutely fantastic, and it really sets your dog up to succeed. So Neil's doing the lefts and the rights.
So now Christine has moved on to a Y retrieve, so she's extending the eye of the dog, just sitting Dino up, walked out, and just throwing out the same distance, so just extending the distance that Dino has to go. But that has the effect of narrowing the angle of the two dummies, so making it a more technical and a harder retrieve. There you go, Dino's back at heel, he's lined himself up ready to go. He knows what the game is, definitely.
And Neil is doing a couple of standing deliveries, so you don't have to do sitting deliveries straight away with your dog. Standing delivery is fantastic. The key is just to bring the dog in nice and straight and encourage the dog to deliver at the hand. Once the dog's really confident delivering at the hand, then you can start looking at doing sitting deliveries and putting your dog to heel. So don't worry initially if your dog's not doing a lovely sitting delivery. It's something to build up to, it's something to work towards.
So now Christine's just going to do a longer V retrieve for Dino. He's sitting there very nicely, he's marking those in the air. He's marked exactly where they're going. So Christine's just got to make it a little bit more difficult for him, just take his eye off it, he's got to remember where they are. So just mixing it up, turning it into a get out. So using the body there, indicating to Dino exactly where he needs to go, laying your hips up with the dummy, incorporating the gaze and that high sort of release point.
And then once Christine's done this last get out, I think Neil's doing one more. There we go, another get out. No, Alfie's more interested in what's going on at Richard's end of the arena. He's like, let's get up there and see where the dummies are. And he's doing with it. But you know, the joy of having entire males. Anybody who's got an entire male will kind of relate to this. Every 2 minutes, that's all. The interest in the dummies goes out the window, and all they want to do is send off. Oh, well done, Neil, that was nice. So lovely standing delivery, into a seat, get yourself organised, place your dog, put your dog to heel. Well done, thank you Neil, thank you Christine.
Yeah, nicely done guys.
Well done, back to your place, and now we're going to have thank you for your applause, lovely. the way through the more advanced training. So just going to get themselves organised.
Okay, so Joe coming in there with lovely Stiora, little English Springer, and she's 13 months old. So you can see nose down, bum up, she's looking really, really keen for this. Joe's just gently just like guiding her along, staying nice and close. She's just checking in with him. Yeah, busy little spaniel. And at this end we've got Ben back in, and Ben's going to be doing the
ladder
retrieve.
Ladder. It's called a ladder because when you put the dummies out and then you look up at them, it looks like you're looking up the rungs of a ladder. Easy when you know what it means, isn't it?
It's easy when you can read your writing.
Thank you, my writing is not the best in the world, it's got to be said. That's why I use a PC or typewriter.
So Ben's just like taking spin out, coming up, moving in between the dummies down, so again showing a great piece of control, just gently taking it around. So he's just weaving in and out of those dummies. Spin's keeping nice and close to him. Now watch Joe with Stiora at the top there, dummy's gone out. He's going to send her. Nice sharp stop, really short whistle, that's what you want. There goes the distraction. Now what's he going to do? He's going to send her left, or right even. Easy for me to say. Lovely retrieve again from Joe. Here goes, Stiora's lined up. Yeah, push.
Good girl.
Yeah, really nice and sharp. Lovely retrieve to hand. Pop it back to heel.
And then I don't know if you saw Ben just took a minute. Spin was busy watching Stiora, so rather than rush the retrieve and set Spin up the field, Ben just took a minute and he let her just settle down, watch what was going on, reminded her what she was supposed to be doing, and then cast her off for a lovely retrieve. So that's 2 dummies up out of the 3 dummy ladder. Ben's just insisting on a nice delivery, giving her a bit of praise, getting himself organised, and then popping her to heel for another retrieve. And in the corner we've got Katy working with little Lindy, doing little quiet retrieves. At the far end we've got Christine, who's doing work on the retrieving roll, and so is Neil. He's demonstrating ways of using the retrieving roll, motivating your dog to retrieve. If you watch Joel, can you see how little Stiora's following his shoulders? So when you first start off teaching your dog to hunt and do a little bit of quartering in front of you, you really exaggerate the movement from right to left. And then as your dog becomes more proficient, it understands what's expected of it, it can just follow your shoulders. You don't have to peep on every turn, because it can just get a bit much in your ears as well as your dog's. So your dog learns to follow your shoulders and follow the movement that you're taking when it's hunting.
So Joe's just dropped one out there, just keeping Stiora nice and steady, nice and calm, standing up tall. There he goes, like so. We're not squatting down when we cast the dog off. Everything about it's the same, going forward. And she's back. She's keen as mustard, that little dog.
Great stuff. And then when Joe has finished this last retrieve, we are going to do some pairs training.
It's a lovely sharp stop whistle there from Joe, like short little pip. This time his distraction's gone out to the left. He's going to send her out there. She sat up, watched it, gone with the hand and the gaze, and now she's sitting up. So he's just popped her back to heel, lining her up, getting her nice and straight. She knows exactly what her job is and where she's going. Out and back, no fuss, no bother. In Joe's hand and in his game bag.
Fantastic,
Good
well
job.
done. Nice one, round of applause for Ben and for Joe and their lovely dogs. And we're going to change formation, so Christine and Neil are going to demonstrate a bit of pace training. So if you're out training with your mates, you and your mate go out with a dog each, and this is a lovely little exercise that you can do in the park. You don't need much space. So Christine and Neil are going to do some pace retrieving, and Katie and Ben and Joe are going to have a little threesome in the corner. 3 dogs, 3 people, 1 dummy, and they're going to take turns doing a little retrieve.
I'll avert my eyes. I'm too young for this. Okay, so Joe's just thrown out the dog in there, and he's going to nominate somebody to go and retrieve it. So all the dogs are sitting up, they have to honour each other. So Joe has nominated Ben, spins locked on, lovely cast position, woof. There he is. He's just going to wait for that retrieve and delivery.
Good girl.
There you go. Well done, Ben. Well watched.
Oh, Alfie's gone. He's over the jump. Hunting away. Will he find it? He's on it, he's on it.
So
Is he on it or is he on the beach? No, he's scenting.
So this end, Ben's just nominated Katy there with Indy. Out she goes. Yeah, lovely delivery. Back in. Indy's nice and keen. Now Katie's going to throw into the middle. So it's a great way of getting dogs to pick up other dummies, other people's dummies. Get a bit of competition going. And all the dogs are off lead and having to be steady. And there's Diora. Look at that tail. She's loving life. Yeah, good girl. She is so keen. Look at her. There it goes. It's up in the air. Who are you going to nominate, Joe? Katie's up.
And these are both really great exercises that you can start doing on lead. So when you first start doing your pairs training or you're training in a group like this, the dogs that are waiting can be on lead, and you can really work on the steadiness. Keep them on lead, wait until it's their turn, and very quietly take the lead off before you cast them off. It's just a fantastic exercise to teach the dog that not every retrieve is for that, for them. And we'll make this the last retrieve. So 1 more retrieve in the middle, 1 more pace.
So
And then,
sorry. Good. Spin was like looking for his own retrieve there. He's like, bum was up, but Ben kept him down nicely. Stiora was sent, and Joe's got another one in his game bag, ready for a bit of game pie later on.
great stuff. So turn your dogs into the centre. Everybody leave their dogs in a wait, and can the handlers come and join me in the centre, please? So Ben, turn your dog facing this way. So come and join me in the centre. Leave your dogs. Leave your dog, Ben. Leave your dog.
Lots of distraction here for the dog, so sitting up is a big exercise. A lot of noise, a lot of colour,
Okay,
a lot of
turn
smells.
face your dogs.
Yeah, it's doing really well, isn't it? Both of these ones are doing
And we're going to recall them one at a time by name. Ben, you can call first.
And go spin.
Katie.
Yeah, I didn't quite hear you.
Joe. And Christine.
And in runs Dino. Good boy.
Great stuff. Thanks very much everybody for watching. These are the accredited pet gun dog instructors. You'll see us at the pet gun dog stand. Please come and say hello.